Let's talk about when we're going to see Anakin Skywalker again. Episodes 4 and 5 of Ahsoka were amazing. It's been a lot of fun being a Star Wars fan the last few weeks, especially with all the excitement around Hayden Christensen returning as Anakin Skywalker. But we're past that now. We're moving forward, episodes 6, 7, and 8, and there's a big question, which is, when are we going to see Anakin again? I think there's actually two answers to that question. The first being, when do we see him again in Ahsoka? And the second being, when do we see him again in Star Wars as a whole? So when it comes to Ahsoka, I don't think we have seen the end of Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. There's still a few lines from the trailers that Hayden Christensen spoke as Anakin that we haven't seen on screen yet. So I do believe we're going to see some form of a flashback or a hologram or something of him delivering those lines. But I also think we're going to see him as a Force ghost towards the end. I've been pretty firm on this prediction since before the show even came out that we're going to see Force Ghost Anakin, and I think by the end of this series, we do see Force Ghost Anakin. Maybe we see Ahsoka stuck in this other galaxy and everyone else makes it back, and maybe that's time that we see she spends with Anakin in his Force Ghost form. I think that would be a cool ending to this series, and it would be a very cool next step in Ahsoka's story, spending time one-on-one with Anakin. This Ahsoka story is part of the Mandoverse at whole, is what a lot of Star Wars fans are calling this. It's the Mandalorian story that will culminate in a movie in a few years. So that means I think we're going to be following these characters in Ahsoka for a few more years, and I think we're going to see Hayden Christensen pop up as Anakin at least a few more times during this time frame. As long as we have Ahsoka on screen, and potentially Luke Skywalker too, as they de-age him and put him in different projects, I think it's always a possibility that we see Anakin on screen alongside those two. It's a natural connection to tie him in with those two characters. Going past that, do I think we actually see Anakin in like a Clone Wars reboot or some other live action? I don't know. My mind goes back to that line in The Incredibles where they say if everyone is super, no one is super. So if you keep throwing Anakin in there, like if you sprinkle him here and there, it makes it a very special occasion for Star Wars fans. But if they start to oversaturate the market with Hayden Christensen as Anakin, it will stop to lose some of its appeal, I believe. It will not be something that is special, it'll just be another episode. And I would like Star Wars to safeguard that. Anakin was the main character of the prequels, Vader being the main enemy in the sequels, and now Anakin gets to play this mentor, master, wise counsel role in all these Star Wars projects going forward as a Force Ghost, and I think as long as we keep it as special appearances, that will keep the story focused on the characters that are the main characters in the story, but still give us Anakin Skywalker as well, and I really hope that's the direction we go. I also wouldn't be surprised to see him in Tales of the Jedi, the next season of that comes out next year. Maybe more animated stuff comes out over time. Give us some Anakin in that. But as far as live action goes, I think we do see them sprinkle Hayden Christensen as Anakin in here and there, but they do keep it a special occasion. For us, it's not all the time, it is occasionally, and it adds to the story when they do. So let me know what you think. When do you think we will see Anakin again? And do you want to see more of Anakin, or would you rather it be a special occasion when we see Anakin? Let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, may the Force be with you.